Couple of videos. First one here is just a little clip here where apparently Mark Goldbridge compares Pep Guardiola's legacy to microwaved lasagna. It's a bit of a clickbaity title, but let's see what actually is the backstory with this. In this question here, let's have a listen.
I don't know if you saw Noel Gallagher on TalkSport speaking about Foden. He called him Pep's biggest legacy at Manchester City. What do you think of that quote? Do you agree with that to an extent?
Look, if I make a lasagna from scratch tonight, then people can praise me for making it. Pep's put a ready meal in the microwave and we're meant to be going, oh my God, he's unearthed, Lionel Messi. I mean,
See what I mean when I said the title is clickbaity? He said that the clickbait title says, Mark Goldbridge compares Pep Guardiola's legacy to microwave lasagna. It's not exactly true though, is it? As you just heard, he hasn't said Pep Guardiola's legacy. He's basically said he's put a ready-made player in the microwave and then brought them out ready to rock and roll. He hasn't put ingredients in. He hasn't made one. He's brought one in that was pretty much already made. The talent is there. So the title for me just does not hold any water. Listen to that one more time.
Just to see. What do you think of that quote? Do you agree with that to an extent?
Look, if I make a lasagna from scratch tonight, then people can praise me for making it. Pep's put a ready meal in the microwave and we're meant to be going, oh my God, he's unearthed, Lionel Messi. I mean, Pep Guardiola has this amazing ability to just be there when amazing talent comes through. I mean, Pep Guardiola is not responsible for Lionel Messi, but Lionel Messi came through at Barcelona and he's not responsible for Phil Foden. What I mean by that is Pep Guardiola is a great coach, but Phil Foden was going to be a great player and Lionel Messi was going to be a great player because
So that's what that title is there. They're always going to be great players. Always talent was there. But you still need a manager to bring them out and nurture them properly. We've seen so many golden generation players fall to the wayside. I mean, the most obvious one being Jack Rodwell, who plays now in the Australian A-League for my team's cross-city rival, Sydney FC, when he came to us a year or two ago and played for Western Sydney Wanderers for a season. Constantly injured, though. Never really available. Playing at centre-back. Brought in as a DM. Played a bit of an attacking role. He was meant to be the next big thing. Ended up going to Sunderland and potentially was the reason why they had a bunch of dramas down there. But no, the title is wrong. The legacy is not compared to lasagna. He's talking about the player himself. They're saying, oh, Jack Foden, bloody hell, Phil Foden is Pep's legacy. Nah, he's a great player that came through, but Pep's legacy will be the trophies that he won, the style of play, the Centurions, the treble winners. That's the legacy, not one particular player. Now, the other video I wanted to touch base on was this one here, Liverpool in crisis, and he loves doing these things. A team has a loss or a couple of draws and they're not at it, and all of a sudden it's a crisis. He's done this before with Arsenal. I'm pretty sure he's done this with United as well. Chelsea are the most obvious ones. But even a lot of people in the comments are pointing out the buzzwords here. If we just zoom in for a moment so we can probably hopefully read things a little bit more properly. Clean sheet here. This guy says crisis whenever a team loses, even if it has a win streak of 100 plus games. Crisis is Mark's favorite new word to throw around nowadays. We played like crap, blah, blah, blah. It's not pressure, inconsistencies. Anyone want to come to a 3-day trip to Atalanta? Back again using his favorite word, crisis. Person loves his content, dancing in the season, blah, blah, blah. Major crisis, 6 games done from FA Cup. We're still level in the Premier League, so bro didn't have more chances. And he's coming. I knew this video was coming along from Goldbridge today. I don't think it's a crisis. Bloody blah blah. Let me just read some of these comments. See what are these people saying? Let's go. What a comment say. Liverpool is though we played terrible last week and we're winning 3-0 to Atlanta, so it's pretty much a crisis. Is one game lost at home a crisis? Is that what we're saying right now? Is that a crisis? If we drop points to Palace, if we lose to Palace, and then we go ahead and we lose to Atalanta, we don't get through, then I'd be saying we're in the shit here. It's not an exact crisis. Like 3-0 to Atalanta at home is pretty much a crisis. If Man City lose 3-0 to Real Madrid and they're 1 point behind in the Premier League chase, are they in a crisis now? Fuck off, man. Miss me with this shit. People like, this is clickbait material. Anyways, let's see what he has to say.
Goldbridge and Liverpool are in a crisis. It just depends whether it's a mini crisis or it's a major crisis. As Jurgen Klopp approaches the exit door from Anfield, could it all go up in smoke? Could it be that Liverpool just present Jurgen Klopp with a Carabao Cup winners medal and that's it in a...
Again, more fucking talk about manager only getting this in their final season. Fuck me. If Pep Guardiola says next season is my final season at Man City, I'm leaving at the end of the season, and he wins absolute fuck all, are people going to be pissing and mooning about it? No, they're going to be saying, well, he won shit in the past, who cares? He's not entitled to winning anything at the end there. No one expects them to win everything because it's their last season, and there's never been a thing where a rival manager, or any manager, rival manager, wrong word, any manager is to win something in their final season. It's never a fucking thing, but they like to heap this on Klopp because he's only won one Premier League. Arteta could surpass his legacy. Yes, any fucking manager can surpass any other manager's legacy if they win enough. It's fucking basic math. It ain't fucking hard to understand that. Again, Goldbridge with the Klopp, he's only going to leave with the Carabao Cup. Okay, he won something. Fantastic. I'll take that trophy all day. Would I like some other trophies? Yes. It's not meant to be. It ain't meant to be. What the fuck are we supposed to do about it?
Season that offered so much. I know Liverpool fans that have tickets and hotels booked in Dublin for the Europa League final in late May. It's written in the stars. Dublin, massive support for Liverpool. We're going to be there to say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp. You're probably not going to be there. In fact, there's probably a 90% chance you're not going to be there.
Yeah, there's no... Oh, what an unfortunate pause frame. There's no remontada here. I did a video about it as well. I'll probably put it in the cards or down below. Check it out. There's no comeback for Liverpool. We're 3-0 down. We have to play away from home, and people think we're going to come back and win. What, we're going to win, 3-3 and then take it to extra time and win 4-3 on aggregate? Are we going to win 4-0, are we? I don't see it happening. We're going to go there. Klopp is probably going to play a full-strength team to see what can happen. We're going to realise by the 60th, 70th minute, it ain't happening, and he's going to make subs. Atalanta will probably score a goal or two against us. They're going to win probably 5 aggregate. Let's say we score a goal or two, make it 5-1, 5-2, for example. We ain't winning shit, man. We are not fucking winning this game. This return leg is done and dusted. If by some miracle we actually make it through, I'm not going to be celebrating because there's no chance we would have deserved to be there based on the first game outcome. No chance.
3-0 loss at Anfield against Atalanta means that Liverpool have got head, fingers, knees and toes out the door of Europa League. They're probably hanging on with their fingernails. Can they turn that around? Not playing like they did last night. And of course, this
Definitely
comes on
not.
hot on the heels of a poor performance at Old Trafford. As a United fan, Liverpool should have beat us in the Cup. They should have beat us in the league. We'll take that point. We'll take that win. But Liverpool have been misfiring for a few weeks now. They're not scoring enough goals. 70% possession last night. They had more chances than Atalanta and they lose the game.
No, wrong. They had more chances. In my videos, all I covered it. They had 7 big chances, 5 missed. I think we only had 3. So arguably they had better chances to score goals and they didn't. So Atalanta should have effectively ripped through us. But again, football math, just because we know what happened 3-0, if Darwin scores his chance, if Elliott scores that, it doesn't hit the crossbar, it doesn't become 3-2, it becomes 1-0 from the get-go. After that, anything happens. Just because we go ahead, that doesn't mean Elliott gets his shot off the crossbar. We go ahead, we might score a second goal. Atalanta might score and make it 1-1 5 minutes later. I hate people doing the football math thing. Please stop that. I'm not saying Goldbridge is, but just people in general. Please stop that.
Game 3-0. Is the pressure and burden of Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool now becoming problematic? We've looked at this title race, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Some people have said Liverpool have got the easiest run in, but there is always somebody that drops away. We would be very fortunate to have 3 teams going for the title in the last couple of games. Are Liverpool going to be the one that drop away? Because somebody will drop away, and at the moment, something's not quite right at Liverpool. I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the chat. I'll be honest, I've not got a massive amount of interest in the Europa League. I'll save that for next year when United are in it. But I did.
That's assuming you make it in Europa League places, brother. That's assuming. And when you assume, you make an arse out of you and me.
Really keep a massive eye on the game. I was out in a restaurant having a meal and keeping an eye on my phone, and
I can't be bothered hearing the rest of this. I'll link it down below. It's only 2 minutes in. There's 8 minutes to go. Make up your own minds. But like seriously, like Goldbridge wants to say this is a crisis. Is the pressure mounting on Klopp? I mean, if he announced at the start of the season, I'm leaving, then players, would they have maybe played a little bit better? Would there have been more give from the team? It's hard to say. There wouldn't be a need for this if our strikers could score goals, if our defenders could stop goals. We have not kept a clean sheet in the last 8 matches that we have played. That is a fucking concern. For a team with a decent midfield, apparently a very good strike force, and a world-class goalkeeper that's only going to come back into the front now. Alisson, you assume, is going to start against Palace. But again, would you play Alisson in place of Kelleher? Yes, he had a bit of a shocker against Atalanta, but having played for the better part of 2 months, would you bring in Alisson cold against Palace? I probably would, because I bank our team to win at home to Palace. There's a potential for a draw there, of course. If there is a draw, if we fucking lose tomorrow night or tonight, whatever you're watching this, then I'm going to be looking at this and thinking, absolutely, positively, season finito. It's gone. Fugazi. It's feather dust, whatever they call it. It's gone. The quote from Wolf of Wall Street. Season done and dusted. We're not coming back in the Europa League. We lose or draw this game, I think chances are Arsenal and City overtake us, and then we just left in 3rd place. I think we'll finish in 3rd place if we lose or drop points this weekend. I'm not trying to be Mr. Negative, be positive, believe, mentality monsters, all that sort of shit. Like, the things are happening right in front of us here. We can see these things. We're not scoring enough goals. We're not keeping enough goals out. In order to win games, you need to score more than your opposition. And in order to score more than your opposition, you need to have them not score goals against you. Yeah, it's a simple formula. I know I'm sounding like a bit of a condescending prick here, but I'm not trying to be. But like, fuck me, Liverpool fans that want to be the most positive and we can do this and all that. Yes, that's cool. Have your belief. I want us to believe we can do it as well. But reality dictates at the moment, based on form, that this is not going to be easy. We beat Palace on the weekend. Cool. There's a little bit of ease. Okay, Premier League, we can do that. Away to Atalanta, I don't think that there's a chance in hell there. There's probably is a chance, but it's a fucking bee's dick amount of a chance. And I don't see us coming back from 3-0 down away from home. This is the key thing. If this was 2-0 the other day, I'd say we're in with a chance. Can we score 3 goals? Potentially. But that would have been 3 goals to win without conceding. We need to not concede goals as well. That hasn't been happening lately. We also need to stop conceding shots. And we've always said we concede shots, but we create chances as well. Well, what chances are we creating that the strikers are finishing their chances? Salah, Nunez, Gakpo, Jadon Dan's maybe coming into it. Jota's back. Thankfully, Jota coming back is probably a bit of a brighter outcome on this. Trent, being back as well. That's a positive. You probably see Kanate maybe take a rest. Maybe Kwanzaa comes in after the game on the weekend, but maybe Klopp will play him again. And look, you have to look at Klopp and say, why did you choose the players that played on Thursday? Made 6 changes. He could have kept the same players on there, score a couple of goals, 2-0, 3-0, and then take them off and rest them. That would have been the smartest fucking thing to do. But no, Klopp said, no, I will do it all again. I'll do the exact same thing over again. Why? Why would you do it over again? It didn't work the first time. Why would you do it again? Definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I don't get it. I just don't understand how his mind works sometimes. This is not a criticism to say you're an idiot. I hate you. Please go away. It's just like, you can criticize things. A player has a great game. They perform. There is still something to criticize them about more often than not. It's not the worst thing in the world, okay? Criticism is okay. It shows that you care. If you didn't care, you wouldn't criticize. You'd be like, yeah, whatever. Who gives a crap? We criticize. It shows a bit of care. I'm not here to police how people criticize or celebrate or support whatever it is, but a lot of people want to criticize and tell other people how to support on their behalf, and I'm not for that. But look, Liverpool in crisis, says Mark Goldbridge. Not yet, but if we drop points against Palace, whether it's a draw or a loss, then I'm going to be saying it as well. We are fucked.